Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone, and if you're just joining us from wherever you've been, you've missed a lot. I'm halfway through a big haul. We've covered a lot of military vehicles and a few civvies, but just thought I'd do the old helicopter Hollywood view of what's been going on here in the little studio, and here's what's to come. So I'll pop you down on the tripod so you don't get all dizzy and seasicky. Oops. Oh dear. Is that too high? There we go. Alright, let's crack on. Where'd I put my knife? Where'd I put anything around here? It's nice to live in chaos in some rooms of your house, isn't it? So I've just left the military out because it's going to add to the end shot of, I think I'm going to call this the motherload, Matchbox motherload. And remember that Chevy Jeep I brought out? It's one of the first ones I took out of the mix. A little bit chipped, a little bit dusty. We'll call it loved. This is the trailer that comes with it, all the way from the 1970s. We're going to assemble the glider. I think my brother had this. My brother, I come from a family of lads. My family's made up of many boys. My sister is the oldest, and then there was a boy and a boy and a boy and a boy and a boy. That last boy was me. I'm the youngest, which is why I never grew up, I suppose. Lucky me. So that's the little glider that goes with the Jeep. I think it went with a Porsche too at one point. But fairly basic, but pretty well done as well. Yeah, so my oldest brother, I believe, had this, the Gliding Club glider. Goes in there. Gee, you wouldn't want to break it after 40 years, would you? Sweet. And pop that onto the tow hitch, and off she goes. I don't mind the playware. I'll get one mint at some point, I'm sure, but I don't mind the playware. That's lovely. So I'll put him over in the civilian section, and we'll crack on. Oh, look at that. What is that? One moment, please. I'll just get my specs. I've left them in another room. Hello. I have my specs. For no particular reason, because there's no information on the bottom of this. I don't even know. This might be Moko. This might be anything, let's face it. This needs a restoration. I wonder if my friend up in Thailand, Brian's Diecast, Thailand. Oh, it's a Lesney. Can you see in there? I don't think you can. I can. It just says Lesney, England. This is old. This may even be older than me. I'm not sure if that needs a resto. I'll think about it. If I decide it needs a resto, I may send it up to my friend in Thailand, Brian's Diecast, Thailand. He does an amazing job. Okay. Oh, speaking of old, I didn't even know these were coming. Lesney, England. Look at that. How old is this? I have a Matchbox Toys encyclopedia somewhere in this room. Oh, look at that. I don't know if anything is missing off this. But this has got to be the 50s. Wow. Needs a good clean. Wow. Little man behind the wheel. It gives me a little bit of sadness when I do these big purchases of other people's collections. As we look at a slightly age-worn swamp rat. These were bought by somebody else, obviously, new and cherished for decades, absolute decades. And they outlast us, don't they? So, yep, there's a little bit of sadness that goes with acquiring somebody else's collection. So, I'm humbled and a little bit honoured as well. What's this, a foreigner? What is that? Nope, had it right the first time. Play art? Who is this imposter? Play art tractor. And if you can read that, I need to borrow your glasses. I don't know. That looks strange. Oops. Oh, that looks strange. So we'll put him off to the side. And this looks like a corgi going by the wheels. Ford Kingstar. Kingstar? Econoline Van E150. Strange. Again, when you're buying somebody else's collection, you might get anything. Hey, does that have an opening part? Not a very good opening part, but an opening part nonetheless. Wow. It's strange. I want that to slide all the way back, but it won't. Oh, there it goes. Hey, look at that. Gee, you learn something every day in this hobby. It's a male van from, apparently, Kingstar. I would have said it was a corgi, looking at those wheels, but maybe there's some sort of relationship between the two. Let me know. Whoops, sorry. Let me know in the comments if you know better than I. I'm sure you do, because that's foreign to me. Okay, and we have some more of the tractor here and its friends. It's the thing with these mystery boxes. You don't know what you're getting, and you don't know how they've packed it. There's another tractor, same as before. And what is that? Oh, look at that. This is even older than me. 1 ton Trojan van, made in England by Lesney. Oh my lord. Oh my word. I need to do some research on this fella. Jeez. It's quite humbling to acquire another collection when it's this sort of thing. And there's another. Oh, that's a Corgi Junior. Not familiar to me. Weirdly scaled. Put that off to the side as well. And strangely, everything's strange about this package. I'm a strange man in a strange land. Happy to be lost. Actually, that's what I say in my local hardware store. I go in there looking for something, and then I start gazing at all the other shelves. And when a shop assistant comes up to me and asks if I need help, my response has always been, actually, not always, since I've become old, my response is now, I'm happy to be lost, thank you. This is a hardware store. And I said it as a joke the first 400 times, and now I actually mean it. I'm happy to be lost. This one's missing the propeller. I'm not sure if you noticed that. I'll get one that is not. There we are. Maybe the propeller's somewhere else, and I'm yet to discover it. Are you having a good time? I am. So yeah, maybe we'll find the propeller somewhere. Looks like it just pops in there. So I'll put that over there. Oh look. Yet another weasel. Slightly dusty. Nothing wrong with that. Nice. Anybody for another weasel? Yeah, everything works. No playwear, not even any dust on this. Okay, let's get straight to civilian stuff and Fresh Fruit Company. Got a few boxed ones of these, the window box around the place. CDC, Chasing Diecast Cars, mentioned. One's rarer than the other, and I can't remember which. One's got 2 axles, one's got 3. But my memory has never been great, you know. I don't blame that on age, I just blame it on genetics, I suppose. My memory sucks. Maybe I'm thinking about frivolous things because I don't retain information very well. Let's move right along. What do we got here? This get the giggles. Mercedes truck, come forward. We got a military one. I'll put you down, not like an animal, like a viewer. There we go. Oh, I've hit my silly stride again. Transcontinental Haulage Company. That sounds serious. No more serious than the military variation. See what I mean about the axles? This one's got 2, this one's got 3. They are different castings, but I think CDC mentioned something about the amount of wheels. One's rarer than the other. Who knows? I'm just having a good old time. And the one I left in the Vines. In the last video I mentioned, the Vines is a very nice golf coursey suburb in the north of Perth. It's about half an hour away from here. The one I left there had a canopy and it had the trailer, the military trailer. And I really regretted leaving it there, but looky there, we've got the civilian version. That's wonderful. Just needs a damp rag. What else have we got? Oh, look at that. Look at that. BP tanker. This is a Leyland petrol tanker. I've got a really banged up version of this, and I think this should have been a roll the dice. I should have told you what price. This is slightly scuffed. There's a chip there. So it's had some action. It's had some loving. Wow. But, I'll say it again, this is quite humbling to get somebody else's collection, because I'm sure they loved it very much for many, many years, and then it just found its way into a storage box somewhere. And now I have it, and I will cherish it. Now this isn't Matchbox, judging by the wheels. So this looks like we're running out of room. Oh boy. Alright, let's get into this one. I hope you're getting lost with me, because when it gets to this point, I don't know what I've said until I've rolled the video back. Who made you? What is that? Have a look. Toyota Celica, made in Hong Kong. Can't really read all of that. Something about a turbo. SM. Who is SM? You may know. But that's mint. Whatever. Actually, it's got some playware, but that's fairly good condition. It looks like this whole little parcel is the same manufacturer. I've never heard of them. Leave a comment down below, enlighten me. Oh, that's snazzy. John Player Special. What is John Player? Alcohol or cigarettes? Don't know. Marauder. Hong Kong. Strange little wheels on it. I am uneducated. Very strange little wheels on that. Oops, sorry about all the noise. Get them all out and we'll have a good look at them. There. Huh. Another one. I don't know what I'm looking at. Sit up, soldier. Mobile. The mobile logo reminds me, in Christchurch, New Zealand, where I grew up from 0 to 14, before moving to Australia, we had a mobile service station, maybe 3 or 4 kilometres, maybe more, 5 kilometres away from my house. And the owner had a 71 Mercury Cougar, the same as my dad's 71 Mercury Cougar. He had a 69 and a 71. But when he got this 71, he serviced his car there because the owner had one. And he asked the owner if he could personally service it for him, which he did. Oh look, there are 3 colours. No, that's incorrect. These are all different. And there's a 4th. I have no idea what I have here. More research needed. I say that a lot on this show. More research needed. And there's another one. That's funky. I do not know what this is. Mustang Cobra. Really? Joe from XOT Off-Road Bear. Do you see this as a Cobra, as a Mustang? I know they morph into different shapes as a racing vehicle. I don't see a Mustang in that. Very intriguing. Can-Am. Do not know. do not know. My cat's meowing, so I'll just open the door. Hello, Molly. You've been fed. Okay. And this is a huge mystery box. This might be a 3-video saga, folks. I'm sorry, but... Oh, what? Oh, what? What is that? It's a Matchbox. What? Abrams main battle tank. What? Ooh. Ooh. Military. Oh, that is the right box for it. Don't run away, fella. Wow. This is, yikes. It's almost a military special, isn't it? What is this? Got some opening parts. Before opening parts were advertised as such. Horse float without the horses. There's something in there. Maybe some horse feed. Don't know. Lesney Matchbox horse box. It's very light. How old is that, do you think? Late 60s? Just before most of us were around. Uh-oh. Just spotted a car that was offered to me for $40. I'm wondering if this should have been a roll the dice. Oh, lordy. I think this is going to be 3 videos. I don't want to rush it because this is a find. This is a real find. I buy a lot of stuff, right? Sounded cockney then, didn't I? I buy a lot of stuff, right? I do. I buy a lot of Matchbox stuff and others. I love diecast in general. This is another play out. Slightly out of whack. Rolls Royce. I think Matchbox did a better job. Really not sure about that. Molly, get out. Come on. My time. Let's cut to the chase. This Rover Sterling. I'll do it sort of on camera. So I don't like to exclude my audience, but I do forget I'm not in the room alone. I was offered this for $40 not too recently, maybe 6 or 8 months ago. Should I have done this as a roll the dice? Maybe, but I was offered this sucker for $40. Yep, a few chips. I never had this one. I had the plainer maroon one. And when I saw this at the seller's house that I visited with my wife, supervised vision, obviously, I really wanted it, but I held back. This is the Rover Sterling in two-tone. Not great condition, but still very happy to have it. At a tiny fraction of the cost. I'll get the mint one with box, but for now that is great. Oh, look at this little cutie. I have this also in mint. I'll stop mentioning that because it sounds like I'm showing off. But this is the Fiat 1500 by Lesney. Very happy to have a play-worn one. I'm not sure what the colour, excuse me, I'm not sure what the colour of the luggage is. Yeah, Molly, come and have a look then. Not sure if you can hear my very whingy cat. She has ample food, trust me. Yeah, that looks loved. And this guy, the Mod Rod. This was my very first Matchbox car, or my very first memory of one. It was mint when I got it and probably wound up roughly like this by the time I'd finished with it. It's got a sticker of a growling cheetah on the front. And yeah, strange, very strange. Here is another unicorn piece, and it's pretty banged up, but I don't care. Where are we? I've burnt up 22 minutes again. I wonder if the camera's still rolling, because it's a fancy camera, but the battery just doesn't last very long. First military motorcycle. As he drops it on its handlebars. Wow. Can you see? I think my one's red. Well, this is now my one, isn't it? Well, we'll put them in the platoon. Out of scale, but who cares? I'll just do this last one, because there are three videos here. I can't... Either the battery's going to fail, or the memory on the camera is going to fail. I've been looking for the mint version. Oh man, that's banged up. I've been looking for the mint version of this for a long time. The Dodge Charger. It's opening part, still opens. That looks like it's been dug up. But this is the first time I've held one in my hands. I said to my wife, you know how when you're a kid you just left the catalogue around the house with circled items leading up to Christmas? I just come right out and say it to my wife now, find me this car. Well, I've got this one. That'll be a seat warmer once I clean it up. Huh. That's so old. I never had this as a kid. None of my friends had that as a kid, but I've got it now. Oh, what a day. 2 left before I cut it to go to third video. I have this, I told you I was going to stop saying that. This is a Pontiac Fiero, made in Macau. They switched countries to get cheaper and cheaper labour from England to, where did it go then? Was it Macau, which is kind of China. Then they went to Thailand, had a stint in Hong Kong, which is obviously part of China. And I think it's either Malaysia or, I don't know, I think it's Malaysia or Thailand now. But yeah, it's a labour issue, isn't it? Yeah, that's a pretty banged up version. I'll probably pass that on. Maybe it's good for a restore. I don't know. Nice 80s car. And this funky fella, made in Thailand, Jaguar XJ8, plastic base. There's fantastic 80s wheels. I have a few of these, but not this iteration. The ones I have don't have the light bar. This one does. Yeah, mate, I'll be there. Okay, I'm going to clip this to finish part 2. 25 minutes. This really is like Narnia. If you're not familiar with Narnia, it's from a movie or from a TV thing called The Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe. And the kids disappear in the wardrobe and end up in a snowy wonderland. And they think they've been there for hours, and they come back thinking they've been put on the missing list. And everybody on the other side of the wardrobe thinks they've only been gone for about 10 minutes. That's why I call this Narnia, because time just evaporates in my little studio. Glad you can join me for the second one. tune in for the third one, because we've got a whole host of stuff to go through, and then I'll do an overview of everything. So thanks for joining me. I'll do a little pan around if I can. There's so many switches and knobs on this thing. There we go. See if the focus does its thing. Molly's staring at me with a slow blink, cat eyes, to control her favourite human. Alright, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you know anything more about this than I do. You probably do. And certainly educate me on this one. Who knows? And I'll see you in episode 3. Okay, bye.